Alright, hello friends. So, here in this video today, which I'm so happy that you're here watching, the Coding Rabbi is going to show you how to bring this to life. Hopefully you watched my last video to get an understanding of what we're doing here. And if you haven't watched that video, I do suggest watching the introduction to this project to get a better grasp of what's going on here. Sorry about that. So, let's begin our flow control game. So, as I said in the last video, we're not making any classes or anything. We're just gonna do this thing. So, at the beginning of most games, usually there's some sort of intro. So let's get a couple things going. So first, we need to include IOStream because all we're really doing is just printing a few things to the screen. Our user is going to make some input, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to use IOStream, and we're going to be using namespace std. And then we have our int main, and then our body, which we're not going to do anything in the body yet. First, as I just said, every game has an intro. So our intro doesn't need to return anything really. So we're just going to do void, and we could just call it game intro. And then below our body, we need to define game intro. Like so. So you'll notice up here, you use your semicolon, but when you're defining it, you don't need to have a semicolon. Anywhere present, like let's say you put a semicolon here, it's going to make everything else here really not mean anything. So in our game intro, we're just going to see out. You can say anything basic here. I like to say hello and welcome, exclamation point, and then oh, and then do a little something simple like today's activity will be simple. Look at us go. This will be a choose your own adventure game. And that's our game intro. Clean this up. Now, just if you haven't done this before, just we can call that function in our main body. And then if we hit run, there you go. Well, that's not really what we're going after. That's just to show you that you can you can make a like you can state a function, you like declare it, and then you can define it down here, and then you can call to it in your body. It's like bing, bang, boom, easy stuff. So after we get introduced to our game, we'll just dive right into it. So we need to make a selection between two different games. So you could use a string if you wanted to, but for simplicity, we're just going to use something that needs some type of input, return value, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to look for a character, and then we'll call it game selection. And then down here, below our body, we're going to do char game selection. And then with our game selection, we're like I said, we're going to be looking for a character. So we could just do char choice. And then we'll call out first. What game would you like to play? And then we'll do League of Legends. And then we'll just have League of Legends as A or Call of Duty. We'll just call that B. You can have whatever you want though, whatever single character. And then we'll do, instead of calling out, we're going to be looking for an input, so we're going to do cin choice. And then after our user gives us our input, we're going to then need to decide what to do from there. So we're going to do an if statement. If choice double equal operator single quote A. So choice is equal to A. We're going to call out you have picked League of Legends. Which I'm sorry if you do, by the way. Crazy people playing League of Legends. And then, after that, you have picked your game. Now we need to pick your characters. And before we actually go to do that, we'll finish the rest of game selection. So if they don't choose A, it'll be else. If, like this. And then we'll do choice. This time, oh my bad, don't do that. The double quotes are looking for if you have a string or something. Single quotes are for single character input. Here, you have picked Call. Oh, let's make it official. Call of Duty. And then we'll call out, pretty much same as before. You have picked your game. Now we need to know what weapon you want to use. Then we need to pick up invalid input. So we are going to do our final else statement, and then we are going to say you have made an invalid choice. Please try again. And then we'll end our line here, and then we need to recall game selection if they so did make that wrong choice. And then, since we are looking for a character, we do need to return something here. So at the bottom of our game selection function, we're going to return choice. that will be all for this video. I will see you on part 2. Thank you for watching.